So one of the most asked questions in the wintertime is, what do you wear for clothes in the wintertime to stay warm? Today is, I think right now, check the degrees. It's cold. So right now it's 19 degrees. So I always have a beanie on. I wouldn't suggest wearing a Budweiser beanie. I won't wear this today. It's kind of more of a joke. But a beanie is always number one. Keep your head warm. As far as like face gear, sometimes I'll wear face gear if it's around like 0, because the whole entire face gets cold, your nose hairs start freezing up. As far as sweatshirt, I always wear some kind of big sweatshirt. This thing's huge. It's a double XL, and the reason I do that is so that it stays low enough when I put my belt on, it doesn't ride above my waist, and then that gets real cold. I'll have this sweatshirt on, have another sweater on always, and then another t-shirt on underneath that. And for me, that always keeps me really warm. I've never gone any further than that. So even in like 0 degree, this keeps me totally warm. Because the big thing is when you go inside stores or inside houses, then it's super hot, they have the heat on, you start sweating, and that gets super tiring and super annoying. So away from that, the pants I have on, so these pants are Eddie Bauer jeans, and what these jeans have in them is flannel. Try it. I don't know if you can see. These have flannel in them. So the flannel keeps the wind and everything from going inside the jeans. Literally ever since I bought these, my dad actually showed me them. Ever since I've had these, I've never had an issue with my legs getting cold at all. Socks wise, always have some pretty good wool socks. My shoes are a little bit torn up. These are great winter shoes. These are, what are these? These are like Colombian waterproof shoes. Oh man, they're great for wintertime. They're a little bulky. I'm not one for boots, especially doing ladder work in the winter and stuff. I do not like wearing big heavy boots, so that's what I wear for shoe wise. The most important thing always is gloves. So gloves, I use, and I've been using these forever, Glacier Gloves. They're inexpensive. Usually just buy a new pair every season. By the end of every season, something's torn on it, or they've fallen in the street somewhere and some cars run over it. That's happened twice. So these are great. Also, the Unger winter gloves I've heard are amazing. I'm about to order a pair of those for this year, just to see what those are like. But these, they have Sealskin Gloves, which have this kind of waffle texture inside and out. But then they also have these, which have more of a fleece texture inside, but not a heavy fleece texture, but enough to keep you warm. Know that with gloves like this, they're never perfect as far as like, your fingertips aren't tight, but what these do is they just keep your hand warm. They keep the water out, and I can say they definitely do that. And once you're in there, even from the day before, they're a little bit wet inside from sweat. It's gross. They always warm up really, really quick. I find my hands sweat in these more than anything in really, really cold weather. So if you're looking for good gloves, I definitely suggest these. Any other tips for wintertime? I'm not going to go over a solution or stuff like that, but just always be safe, guys. Wintertime gets real hard and it can be mentally hard. So stay safe out there. Here's some clothes ideas for you. I know people always ask about this sweatshirt. I know the sweatshirt isn't for sale. It was kind of a one-off thing, but any big sweatshirt, Carhartt is amazing for this type of stuff. But you can definitely stay warm out there. I mean, we worked to 0 degrees, and I know there's guys out there that work even to less than that. So it's definitely possible. Windshield wiper fluid to keep your solution from freezing. You don't need to use pure menthol or anything like that. So I hope this helps you in choosing the right clothes for you to stay warm in the wintertime.